Did you hear that they said we bring in shower singers too? That would be me. I can't sing in real life, but I can sing in the shower just fine.
Just as long as you want to be a part of this, you can.
That's good stuff.
The shower helps mute some of
That's
the
right.
sound.
Right.
Amen to that. You get it. You get it.
I love that. Michael, you're keeping close of a small but a chance of severe weather tonight.
Yeah, the risk isn't extremely high, but there is some potential there that we'll keep an eye on as we go through the evening and overnight hours. Primarily, if we do get any of the stronger storms, it would be a wind and hail potential. But the question is, how many of these storms will develop? And that's still somewhat of a question. You can see we've got some showers popping up here, western parts of the state towards southwestern Oklahoma. These have been struggling as they try to work their way to the east. But this is the area that we'll be watching, even a little bit farther to the north, for potential for storm development. We've got in the DRDA weather chaser, Mike Grogan, certified meteorologist Mike Grogan, right now just east of Oklahoma City. And Mike, you've been sitting here kind of watching things evolve. What have you noticed in the last hour?
Yeah, not a whole lot of change in the past hour. It's still warm, breezy, and we're dealing with clouds that are not making a lot of vertical progress, and that means that they're fairly flat. So that would basically indicate that we have a very strong cap in place. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on this as we're watching some development to our southwest that could spread our way into central Oklahoma, and then that could eventually head towards grain country. But for now, all is quiet here on the western front. Back to you, Michael.
I appreciate that, Mike. Of course, we'll continue to monitor these areas as we go through the evening hours as well. So far, though, things are looking fairly decent. Here's the view right now from South Tulsa. And again, we're not expecting anything in the next couple of hours in Tulsa. It wouldn't be until later on tonight. But a great view here on the Bob Hurley RV Weather Camera Network. And of course, a lot of talk about this cap, a warm layer aloft, and why that does prevent thunderstorm development. For more on that, certified meteorologist Brandon Woolley is breaking that down. And Brandon, sometimes this cap can be a benefit if you want to avoid severe weather.
That's right, Michael, and hopefully the cap will win out this evening and tonight. So as you mentioned, it's a layer of warm air aloft that prevents the storm clouds from building high up and throughout the atmosphere, as you saw from Mike Grogan's shot. And the cap is usually situated in throughout the atmosphere about 1 to 2 miles up. But we can break the cap, certainly. So daytime heating warms the surface, and that surface layer eventually is warmer than the layer above. And so we have those cumulonimbus clouds building up and throughout the atmosphere. Another way we can break the cap, yes, daytime heating across the surface, but also we could have a frontal boundary moving in, and that added lift in throughout the atmosphere can certainly help to break that cap out there. Michael?
Yeah, it certainly can. Think of it like a snow plow going along the ground, or going along and clearing out some of the snow on the road, how it just lifts the snow as it bumps into it. That's kind of what a front or dry line can do to the air to help break that cap. But so far, looking so good. Hopefully it stays that way. Right now, we've got a south wind at 17 miles per hour in Tulsa. We're at 79 degrees. 82 has been the high today. Notice the dew point only in the upper 50s, so the air is fairly dry. Not as much moisture to work with today compared to what we've had some other days. So that is another good thing to maybe help limit some of the severe weather potential. But we do think that we'll probably get a few storms to pop up this evening and overnight tonight. Again, not everybody is going to see it. Temperature still in the 70s at 10 o'clock. And don't get fooled with the temperatures tomorrow morning. Most of us will wake up into the 60s. But if you live across northern portions of the region, we'll actually get cooler through midday. 50s in Bartlesville at noon, low 60s in Tulsa, meanwhile warmer to the south. So don't get fooled. There will be a front dropping to the south. Notice even in Tulsa by 5 o'clock tomorrow in the upper 50s. Make sure you dress for the cooler air that will be moving in later in the day. Still very warm. We'll probably even have some 80s across southeastern parts of the state as that front keeps pushing to the south and to the east. And with that front pushing southeast, even tomorrow afternoon and evening, we could get a couple strong to severe storms across southeast Oklahoma, primarily a wind and hail threat with those. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then the cooler weather will be here around to stay through Wednesday behind that frontal system. Look at these numbers. Ooh, a little cool out there for early May. 61 degrees for the high, 49 for the low. Then we'll warm things back up toward the end of the week. Perhaps another chance of showers and storms once we get into the upcoming weekend. We'll keep an eye on that chance Saturday, maybe a little higher chance into Sunday as those temperatures warm back up.
We get a little of both, a nice little cool weather, nice little warm weekend.
And fairly quiet, which is good too.
That's always a positive.
Yes.